Hello, students. Good morning or good afternoon, everyone. So, the coverage of our midterm exam is Module 4 and this Module 5. The topic for Module 5 is ISO standards in strategic management in Philippine setting. So, let's proceed. Our objective by this module, you students will be able to understand the significance of ISO standards in strategic management. Aside from that is to identify key ISO standards relevant to strategic management and apply ISO frameworks to enhance strategic objectives in the Philippine context. And of course, in addition, to recognize the benefits of ISO standards in achieving sustainable growth and, of course, competitive advantage. If you could remember, students, during your oral presentation, the competitive advantage of each companies, no, um, reflects their, of course, dedication, and aside from that, their proper implementation of company procedure and processes. And by the ISO or this standard, recognize yung kanilang ginagawang maayos na process, and aside from that is yung maayos no na company policy, processes, anything no with regards to their operation. So let's continue. Okay, so let's define ISO. Okay, so ISO stands for International Organization for Standardization. So the dictionary meaning the ISO world is similar, no? So it is ISO or not, and not iOS. So if you could familiar again with iOS, of course, if you think about it, no, the common thing or the common ISO that inculcate in our mind is the operating system of Apple. So by the way, ISO is a word derived from the Greek word ISOS or isos, no, meaning equal. So isometric or equal relates to standard. Translation of the organization's name is different languages. In different languages may result in different acronyms. So hence the common name is ISO. Okay. So aside from that, kung makikita nyo dito sa screen, no, presented is the ISO 9001 Quality Management System. And there are elements, no, na nakapaloob or included with regards to ISO 9001, the Quality Management System. Because when we say ISO 9001, or it pertains to the Quality Management System, this ISO or this certificate ensures that organization consistently meet customer requirements and enhance customer satisfaction. So siguro naririnig nyo na itong 9001 ISO because Pan Pacific University is certified by uh, or meron silang accreditation with the ISO 9001, which is Quality Management System, no? So kung iisipin natin ano ba 'to? Ano ba yung sinasabi ng ISO 9001? It provides a platform for creating, implementing, and maintaining, and of course, students not only maintaining but continually improving the process and risk-based thinking, no? So the system helps organization to enhance their efficiency. Aside from that is to reduce errors and foster a culture of continual improvement ultimately leading to increased productivity and, of course, outcome. So, ang benefits student ng pagkakaroon ng certification na ISO 9001, no? Number one kasi is this certificate designed to help organizations to be efficient and successful in meeting the needs of their customer. Mostly, this quality management system is customer focused. No, it involves people, mutually beneficial supplier relationship is also established, and of course the process approach no continually improve no yung quality and implementation. Aside from that is this system can improve the performance of any, no, from the word any, regardless kung ano man yung nature ng business, size, type, and of course, product. Okay? As long as the process is implemented correctly. So, of course, ISO 9001 Quality Management System certification can be beneficial to your customers, employees, and of course, organization in general. Okay. Next slide is the alignment of operation with strategic goals. So the key iOS standard is the iOS 9001 or tinatawag nating quality management system. For the overview, this quality management system provides a framework for ensuring that products and service it is customer focused because the goal is to meet customer and regulatory requirements consistently. Sa Philippine context naman, students, marami ng mga Filipino companies, particularly in the manufacturing and service sectors, adopt iOS 9001 to improve quality and customer satisfaction. It also aligns operational processes with strategic goals to ensure improvement in market competitive competitiveness. No? So for the application, companies can use ISO 9001 to streamline their processes, reduce waste, and enhance customer satisfaction, which ultimately supporting strategic objectives like market expansion and customer loyalty. Of course, no, pag kayo, tumitingin kayo ng mga school, titingnan ninyo yung school na may mga certification or service industry na may mga certification which you consider na yun yung pupuntahan ninyo, yun yung magiging standard ninyo, no, kung bakit kayo makikipag-engage doon sa specific na um, industry na yon. So, aside from that, the ISO 9001, um, 2015 is one of the most recognized standard that defines the quality management system requirements. So we also have the high level structured and of course integrates with other management system. Meron kasi tayong tinatawag aside from ISO 9001 2015, meron din tayong no? India Alpha Tango Foxtrot IATF 16949. We also have accreditation for ISO 14001. We also have ISO 45001 standard, which is nakapaloob pa rin students sa quality management system. So the principle of quality management system is built around 8 fundamental principle. No? So it adopts process-oriented approach to the standard through more than 20 procedures. Yung purpose of implementing these procedures is to ensure customer satisfaction by offering safe and high-quality products again. So the following are the 8 ISO 9001 principle. But take note, no? Sabi dito, ISO 9001 adopts a process-oriented approach to the standard through more than 20 procedure. Okay? Number one is, of course, this quality management um, system, no? It is customer focused. So, Paano yan, ma'am? Paano siya nakukuha? Or ano ba yung relevance niyan? Ano ba yung pwedeng gawin para ma-accredit or mabigyan ng ganyang recognition, no? Yung principle dito, students, number one is customer focus. Of course, when it comes to quality management, for example, in layman's or very common example, no? Kukuha ka ng certificate of employment, okay? ISO 9001, 2015, recognized, no, given to your company, meaning pag kumuha ako ng certificate, maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes, provided na. Okay? Dahil yun yung kailangan ng customer, especially kung yun ay paid transaction. Okay? By consistently meeting their expectation, you will create an opportunity to develop your business. Connect quality objectives to customer expectation, documents na kailangan nilang kunin. Aside from that is anything about the operation, for example, service, no? Sa service industry like restaurant. Kung may kailangan yung guest or may kailangan yung customer, ASAP meron na agad. Ganyan. So, maintain customer relationship, maintain customer satisfaction, and of course, encourage direct feedback from customers. Aside from that is leadership. So, here's the expectation is that leadership of the organization establish and maintains a work environment that engage and motivates its employee across the organization to achieve quality objective. So, syempre, ang expectation kasi natin dito, you establish or that specific company establish and maintains a work environment. So, hindi lang siya customer focused, but of course, kasali dito yung kanyang mga employees. No? They provide conducive working environment to all employees across the organization. And next slide. Okay, we also have engagement in people. So one of the most essential or important principle of ISO 9001, no? Kasi since quality management focus to customer, no, in operation wise, not only for customer actually, but for employees. Sabi dito, engagement of people involving employees in the decision-making process at every level enables them to be more competent. They need to understand the importance of and value of their contribution, competent and better able to help you achieve your quality objectives and of course meet customer needs. And another principle is one moment. Ayan. Another principle is process approach. ISO 9001 quality management includes a wide array of interrelated processes intended to reduce consistent and predictable results. No, it control the company process and analyze the impact of any changes in the process. So before they implemented a process that is different from the common process that they are or practicing in their company, iniisip po na nila pinag-aaralan, and aside from that they created no through the smart process specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and of course time bound. And aside from that, proactive managers to optimize the overall performance of your company or organization. Also, aside from that, no, customer focus, employees engagement, no, and working environment, we provide conducive environment for employees. It also involved all stakeholders in defining and understanding your process. Okay, malaking bagay yon. So, we also have system approach to management, no? Success is attained when processes are managed as one cohesive quality management system. So the process approach is part of this system approach. Performance of your individual process will improve when you develop a coherent system. So, ang ibig sabihin nito, students, napakahalaga na we are not looking for internal or external lang, no? But what we are aiming for or what we are planning for or implementing is to attain success, no? When process are managed as one cohesive quality management system. So very tight, no? Yung implementation, aside from that, the planning and the execution. Factual approach to decision making. Hindi puwedeng, palitan natin 'to, ganito dapat. So, mag-iiba, 'no? Dapat factual, ibig sabihin meron kang pinag-basehan na facts, okey? Hindi puwedeng nag-decide lang yung organization to change everything, but you are doing that or you have that, you implemented that best practice because merong proof, 'no? Because it maybe, um, in their experience may proof na dapat ganito or meron silang benchmark, no? For example, na company, and then nakita nila na yung best practices pwede nilang i-adapt. So, factual because ginagawa na ng iba and or meron silang basis why they are doing that. Okay? So, they analyze and evaluate data gathering from multiple sources to consider potential consequences and, of course, to come up with the best decision or business decision. We also have mutually beneficial supplier relationship, no? Etong principle na to, it focuses on your relationship with external entities. Kasama dyan yung suppliers, customers, investors, and other vendors. Effectively manage these external relationships will increase your ability to enhance the performance of your organization by delivering value to your products and service. Imagine ninyo, no? ISO 9001 focus on customer, work environment, processes, stakeholders, and now mutually beneficial supplier relationship, no? The external entities. So, lahat yan ay sakop niya. Okay? Aside from that, in addition, for ISO 9001 principle, yan, we also have the ISO Plan Do Check Up. No? Meron kasi tayong tinatawag na core element or stage of ISO 900 quality management system. So, we have the Plan Do Check Up or PDCA. So later, I will give more information about PDCA. Okay? So it is a methodology that is being applied to all ISO 9001 quality management system. This is the sustained model for improvement that is applied to the ISO 9001 standard as its main goal is continual improvement. Okay? Hindi lang tayo for compliance, no? Na, ay, gusto namin ng ISO 9001, so comply tayo. But unfortunately, cannot sustain in a long period of time. No? Laging ganun yung naririnig na, no? You need to sustain in a long period of time. Your competitive advantages should sustain or let's say the strategy, no? Na niisip ninyo should sustain the business in a long period of time. Same with our ISO. So we have plan. Planning starts with understanding the concept or context, no, of the organization and the needs of parties' interests, the organization, which is used to define the scope of the ISO 9001 Quality Management System. So, nandiyan yung quality policy, quality objectives, resources competence, no? Resources competence. O yan. We also have the awareness. Documented information are derived at this stage. We also have do. When we say or the part or on this part, it establishing controls need to carry out the plan is the center of this stage, no? Ito na yung to identify products or service requirements, design and development. Okay? And release of products or service are the focus of this operational stage from the word do, no? The execution of the plan na ginawa ninyo here. Aside from that is check. This is the system to evaluate your quality management system. No, if we need adjustment, changes. Kasi parang ano din yan eh. The system in an organization, bank man yan, hotel man yan, no? Trial and error pa rin kasi it depends. Yung implementation ng Hotel A is different from the implementation of nagagawin ng Hotel B. Why? Because magkaiba sila ng system. Magkaiba sila ng sinusunog. Magkaiba sila ng forms. Magkaiba sila ng mga taong magsasign. Magkaiba sila ng mga taong magre-release. Siguro sometimes, no, naaalala ninyo or kino-compare ninyo, bakit sa ibang school ganito naman? Bakit sa school ni ganito? Hindi naman ganito sa school or hindi pareho sa school namin. Eh, pareho naman silang school, no? Syempre, iisipin ninyo, tri-sem ba sila? Or full sem ba sila? 4 years ba yung course na kinuha nila? So, maybe different from Pan Pacific University because tri-sem, no? Merong mga um, activities or maybe procedures na magkaiba talaga or sinusundan na sistema, no, or guidelines yung ibang school kasi nga different sila sa nature pa lang ng program, nature pa lang ng semestral, no, magkaiba na. So, we cannot compare and we cannot duplicate yung system na ginagamit nila and we will apply to our system. Hindi natin pwedeng gawin yung ginagawa nila sa, for example, UP, no? Pwede natin gawin dito. Why? Because calendar-wise or calendar of activities, exams, and so on is different from them. Because through application, di ba, isipin mo, hindi mo pwedeng gawin yung isang bagay or hindi pwedeng magkapareho kayo ng kaklase mo. Hindi pwedeng magkamukha kayo, hindi kayo pwedeng pareho ng ginagawa, paggising pareho din kayo ng system na sinusundan, 'di ba? Pareho kayo ng um, behavior, pareho kayo ng values kasi iba yung nagpalaki sa kanya and iba din yung nagpalaki sa'yo, parang ganyan. Okay? So, aside from that is this is the phase where your organization identifies any issue. Diba? Nag-plan, nag-execute, nag-check, and then nag-act. So, any thing identifies na kailangan natin lagyan or bigyan ng adjustment or maybe we need to remove that thing because it's not applicable unfortunately. So if necessary, corrective and if needed, preventive actions, continual improvement is the key. Aside from that, we also have the risk management. Okay. Next one is the risk management resilience or the ISO 31000. Okay, so this ISO 3100 provides guidelines for effective risk management, helping organization identify, assess, and of course, mitigate risk. So pag sinabi natin, lagi natin naririnig, no? Sa hospitality management, risk management, laging may ganun. Ano bang ibig sabihin yun? Pag sinabi kasi natin risk, ito yung situation involving exposure no? Exposure to danger. So for the Philippine context, given the country's exposure to natural disaster and effective risk management is important for business continuity. So companies in the Philippines can utilize ISO 3100 to prepare for and respond to risk, ensuring resilience and sustainability. For the application naman, this organization can integrate this ISO into their strategic management to anticipate potential disruptions and, of course, develop mitigation strategies and safeguarding their long-term goals. Actually, for ISO 3100, it provides direction on how companies can integrate risk-based decision making in or into an organization governance, kasama dyan yung planning. Aside from that is management, reporting, or values and culture. So for the principles of risk management resilience under ISO 3100, number one, as you can see to this diagram or um, yes, percentage diagram, we have integrate. So when we say integrate, risk management is an integral part of all organization activities. Meron na ba kayong nakitang organization wherein walang problem na nai-encounter or any risk no, na nai-encounter during their implementation of their operation? I don't think wala, no? Um, Hindi naman natin sinasabi na in negative side, lagi na lang may mali. But the thing is, bago pa mangyari, naiiwasan na natin and of course meron tayong um, gagawin or mayroon tayong naihanda na gagawin para doon. We also have a structured and of course comprehensive. Yung structured and comprehensive approach to risk management, it can contributes to consistent and comparable results. Okay? We also have customized. Why? Because this framework and process are customized and proportionate to the organization's external and internal. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina kasi of course, you need to customize in relation to your objectives because dapat nagtutugma siya. Pangalawa, if we need adjustment, again, no, we need to do that. Kasi hindi pwedeng, hindi ito na yung na-prepare ko, so be it. Okay? Paano kung hindi pala siya akma doon sa objective ninyo? For example, risk management. Okay? Sa hospitality management, napag-alaman natin na mayroong foodborne disease, okay, na uh, nagiging risk no, sa health ng ating mga customer. So, anong gagawin natin? Ano yung solusyon? Ano yung objective? Number one objective is to make sure no, to um, check kung nasaan yung source of foodborne illness, kung um, babalikan kung paano nag-i-store or paano hinahandle yung food from delivery, going inside, kung paano siya i-store doon sa storage room, kung ano yung mga proseso para malaman kung ano yung mga naunang na-deliver at dumating, for example. So maybe, no, hindi lang siya about food, pwede rin siya doon sa management. Okay, nagkakaroon ng crisis inside the management or inside your business. No, controversial yung mga nangyayari. So, ano yung appropriate action ninyo pagdating doon? We also have inclusive. So, ito naman is appropriate and timely involvement of stakeholders which enable their knowledge, views, and perception to be considered. Siyempre, especially students, no? Ito yung mga minsan nakakalimutan ng management. They are very very focused kasi or specific with the people na sinasama nila with strategic management. And madalas yung mga sinasama nila doon or yung mga tao na involved doon, sila yung mga wala sa operation. Sila yung hindi nakaka-experience ng operation because meron silang sariling office, meron silang ibang ginagawa, but the problem arise, no, doon sa operation mismo. For example, sa restaurant, no, may problem sila with regards to service. Yes, correct naman na nandun si manager, nandun si owner, nandun si assistant manager. Kasi assistant manager, hindi naman siya pupunta doon mismo sa operation. Yes, maraming mga suggestion. But of course, we need to consider the suggestions na applicable doon sa operation or doon sa objectives, no? Kung bakit nila ginagawa yung strategic um, meeting na yun, no? Or yung meeting na yun to solve the problem. We also have a dynamic. Risk can emerge, change, or sometimes disappear. So as an organization, external and internal context changes. Risk management anticipates, detects, acknowledges, and responds to those changes in events in an appropriate time manner. Hindi kasi pwedeng, for example, no, syempre we have um, freedom naman, no? Or required to a company, for example, na, oh, ito nangyari na to dati. So, meron na tayong basis, meron naka-written na yung report, no? So, naging problem na naman siya ngayon. I-apply natin ulit yung naging action natin before. Hindi siya eh. Kasi we need to consider environment factors. Okay? Baka naman nangyari yan 2013 pa, tapos hindi na siya applicable 2025 na ngayon. Or baka naman people involved is different na from the people involved before in the implementation. Somehow, hindi siya ganun ka-effective, no? Dahil wala na yung mga tao na very, alam niyo yun, maaasahan to do that. Or mga factors na hindi na pareho dati or mga factors na dapat natin i-consider. Aside from that is best available information. Ito na yung sinasabi ko kanina, the inputs to risk management are based on historical and current information. Historical and current information because the historical um, information, no, about what happened last time, syempre pwede nating maging basis. From the word basis, pwede nating basahin, pwede tayong makakuha ng information. But unfortunately, we cannot apply that, the whole thing, as is. Okay? Because we need current information as well as on future expectations. Okay? Risk management explicitly takes into account any limitation. Meron din diyang uncertainties, association with such information and expectation. Information, take note, information should be timely, clear, and available to relevant stakeholders. Okay? Kaya nasabi ko kanina na maybe, unfortunately, the historical information can then be applied as is or the whole thing. Kung anong ginawa before, yun na lang din. Why? Because the information should be timely sana. Because we are dealing the problem right now. 'Di ba? And right now is different from before na nangyari yun. Or maybe somehow, merong mga factors, no, na iba doon sa um, current situation natin ngayon. So, dapat titignan din natin. Okay? We also have additional ISO standard is the sustainability and corporate responsibility. So, environmental management or yung tinatawag nating EMS. Okay? It is part of the management system used to manage environmental aspects, fulfill compliance obligation, and address risk and opportunities. I think CESM is one of leading company, no, na merong ISO 14001, I think. But I will inform you if na-confirm ko na siya. Because when it comes to their corporate responsibility, kung makikita ninyo, marami silang um, project when it comes to corporate responsibility, their foundation, sustainability-wise, alam niyo ba si SM, meron din siyang water treatment plant. Hindi ko alam kung dito ko na i-share yon. yung water treatment plan nila, actually, water treatment plan is very expensive. Okay? Because what they are doing is to conserve water in a way that, for example, yung kanilang toilet, no? Pag nag-flush ka doon, some companies, ang mangyayari, matatapon na yung tubig doon sa kanal, mga ganyan, or sa mga waterways. But for SM, meron silang water treatment plan. What they are doing is pupunta yung tubig, nag-flush ka sa SM, pupunta yung tubig sa water treatment plant, iti-treat siya. Yung water treatment plant, no, yun yung machine na nagsa-separate ng solid to liquid. Yan. So, alam niyo na yon. So, yung liquid, babalik sa toilet, yun na naman yung pang-flush. So, nagko-conserve sila ng water, especially kung yung SM ay located sa isang area na mahirap ang water. Okay? So, in the Philippine context, with increasing environmental regulations, focus on sustainability, Filipino business are adopting ISO 14001 to comply with environmental laws and, of course, promote sustainable practices. Company can use ISO 14001 to integrate environmental sustainability into their strategic plans, reduce consumption, and enhancing their corporate image. So, meron tayong tinatawag na ISO 14001, 2015. This standard is based on high-level structure, which is common framework for all ISO management system. Ito siya. Ayan. EMS stands for Environmental Management System. A standard aiming to enhance environmental performance by reducing. Aside from that is controlling the environment aspects and of course impact. It integrates other management system standard like ISO 9001 Quality Management System and ISO 45001 Occupational Health and of course Safety. Okay, let's move on. For the aim of environmental management system standard, okay, yung aim or purpose nito is to improve the environmental performance by reducing again and controlling the environmental aspect. Protect the environment by preventing or reducing negative environment impacts. Assessing the organization in meeting compliance requirement. In simple words, EMS standard aim to protect the environment, reducing the air pollution. Alam ko, very familiar na kayo dyan. Water pollution, land pollution, and depletion of resources. Sabi nga nila, when we say sustainability, lagi siyang, laging topic sa mga conference, laging integrated siya or nababanggit sa mga subjects ninyo. Okay? Imagine ninyo, no? After 10 years, 20 years, nakabag na tayo, bawat isa ng oxygen because unfortunately, the oxygen na meron tayo ngayon is not good na in our health. So, tayo ay naka-oxygen, bawat isa nandyan kayo, nagbebeso-beso, tapos nakabag ka ng oxygen. Imagine that. Because unfortunately, no, hindi natin na-conserve yung environment. And we compromise the resources that we have or the environment that we have today. And unfortunately, or the future generation, hindi na nila makikita. Imagine one day, yung anak ninyo, yung grandchildren ninyo will go to museum or a specific place to see trees. Grabe naman yun. No? So, hindi na natin hihintayin yung ganon. We also have the Deming's Plan Do Check Up again, or PDCA, is a four-stage initiative or strategy approach towards continual improvement. It involves systematically evaluating or maybe testing potential solutions, assessing and observations and findings and implementing the ones that had been proven to work. No? So kung makikita nyo dyan, Environmental Management System, PDCA model, we have support in operation, planning, leadership. Sa gitna, we also have performance evaluation and of course, improvement. So again, meron tayo ditong plan to understand the organization context, define natin environmental objective, ano ba yung gusto nating mangyari, ano ba yung proseso na gusto natin ma-implement. Okay, we also have do the implementation process, which includes operational planning and control, as well as emergency preparedness and response as planned. The check naman, of course, from the word check is to monitor and assessing and evaluate environmental performance and act. No, if there are adjustments or maybe things that they need or we need to add or to implement, no, and of course, on this phase, it identified non-conformity or for continual improvement. So, important terms and definition used in ISO 14001 or 14001 EMSC standard, we have environment. When we say environment, it is a surrounding in which company organization operates, providing air, water, land, nature, flora, fauna, humans, or maybe interrelations. We also have environmental aspects. Okay? Any activities or product or services can be interact with environment is considered environment aspects. When we say environmental impact naman, ito yung changes to the environment doon sa ginawa nating activities and organization product and services. No? Management system is a set of interrelated or interacting elements for establishing policies, objectives, and processes to achieve those objectives. We also have important terms and definitions in terms of compliance obligation. Siyempre, papasok dito yung legal requirements ng company, compliance, okay? Meeting the expectation and of course, providing legal requirements na kailangan natin i-provide. We also have interested parties, person or organization which will be suffering from or affected by. For example, no, meron kayong mga manukan, interested parties, baka may mga lugar, no, or place doon sa place kung nasaan yung inyong company, maraming mga langaw o health risk. Okay, ano pwede nating gawin? Anong pwede nating solution? All stakeholders like customer, neighbors, employees, vendors, your suppliers, regulators, and non-governmental organization, aside from that, investors, certification bodies, etc., are example of interest parties. We also have information security and competitive, and of course, competitive advantage. This is ISO 27001. It ensures the protection of information, assets, maintaining confidentiality and integrity and availability. Okay, sa Philippine context, students, ito yung digital transformation or rise of digital transformation, okay? Cyber threats, safeguard sensitive information, ensuring business continuity, and customer trust. No? Mostly, ito yung mga kinukuha ng mga may mga um, company na humahawak ng malalaking mga personal data. Ganyan. So, yung application nito is it can help organization protect their data or data, comply the data protection regulations, and maintain competitive edge in the market. So, organization certified to ISO 27001, it demonstrates their commitment to continuous improvement and reduce information security impact. Like, for example, Zcash. Siyempre, they are handling no, million of data or datas. Of course, they should have client security online, no? Or what do you call that? Data privacy, making sure that their data hindi nahahack, di ba? Yung mga ganyan. And aside from that, they should be aware of information security and data breach issues. Audit and certification helps your brand stand out as a responsible provider. If you could remember, students, or if napanood nyo na yung isang balita or isang post sa TikTok, no, na yung guest or yung customer nila is umutang sa isang lending app online. And then, hindi siya nakabayad. Ang ginawa ng lending app, tinawagan niya lahat ng nasa phone um, register or sa phone book, no, ng phone nung umutang na yon. So, imagine that. 'Di ba? Medyo, kung titignan, of course, they are business and they should know better how to um, collect money, no, doon sa borrower. But I think the impact is unethical because syempre, parang pinahiya mo naman yung customer kasi everyone knows about sa utang mo online. Anyway, ISO 27001 Management System certification demonstrate your organization's ability to consistently meet and exceed customer expectation. Okay. So, ipo-post ko na 'to and I will continue for part 2.